Charlie Kirk assassinated? What we know so far. Before we dive in, kindly hit the subscribe button and let us know where you are watching from in the comment. It was a clear spring afternoon. The crowd gathered early. Flags waved in the air. Supporters cheered. The music blared. Charlie Kirk stepped onto the stage. The founder of Turning Point USA. The voice of thousands of young conservatives. A man who built his career on speeches that sparked fire. He smiled. He raised his hand. The crowd erupted. No one expected what was about to happen. Security scanned the area. Metal detectors buzzed. Bags were searched. Every precaution was in place. But something felt wrong. Quiet unease. A shadow no one could name. Charlie adjusted the microphone. He cleared his throat. He began to speak. "America is at a crossroads," he said. The crowd roared. Then came the sound that silenced everything. Bang! The first shot cracked the air. Screams ripped through the crowd. Panic exploded. Charlie staggered. His hand clutched his chest. The microphone screeched with feedback. Security dove toward him. Another shot. Then another. People ducked. Others ran. Some froze in shock. The stage turned to chaos. Charlie fell to his knees. The camera flashes caught it all. Some thought it was part of the speech. Some thought it was a drill. But the blood proved otherwise. It spread across his shirt. Bright, undeniable. The crowd shouted his name. "Charlie! Charlie!" Voices filled with fear, not admiration. Paramedics rushed in. The stage became a battlefield of sirens and screams. While medics pressed their hands against Charlie's wound, police scanned the rooftops. They searched every angle, every balcony, every shadow. Was the shooter still there? Had they escaped? Or were they blending into the terrified crowd? Snipers took position. Officers shoved people down. Helicopters circled above. But no one knew where the bullet came from. Phones came out. Videos went live. The footage flooded the internet within minutes. Headlines exploded. Charlie Kirk shot at rally. Assassination attempt caught on camera. Millions of people saw the moment before his family could. The nation held its breath. Was he alive? Was this the end of one of the most controversial voices in America? Inside the ambulance, paramedics worked furiously. They pressed gauze to his wound. They shouted vitals. They jammed IVs into his arm. Charlie's face was pale. His breaths were shallow. He drifted in and out of consciousness. One medic shouted, "We're losing him." The driver floored it. Sirens wailed. Every second mattered. Cable news cut from regular programming. Breaking banners flashed red. Anchors spoke with trembling voices. Reports confirmed Charlie Kirk has been shot at a public rally. His condition is unknown. Social media exploded. Hashtags trended instantly. Conspiracies spread faster than facts. Some cried it was political. Others claimed it was staged. Everyone demanded answers. But answers were nowhere to be found. In the hospital, surgeons waited. The gurney burst through the doors. Doctors shouted instructions. Masks were pulled on. Gloves snapped. Gunshot wound to the chest. Massive blood loss. Prep the ore. The double doors slammed shut. Outside, reporters swarmed. Microphones filled the air. Everyone asked the same question. Is Charlie Kirk dead? Hours dragged on. Rumors flew faster than updates. The nation sat glued to screens. The man who made a career by speaking loudly was silent for the first time. The doctors worked. The police searched. The world waited. And in the shadows, somewhere out there, the shooter was smiling. The hospital doors slammed shut. Surgeons worked in silence. Machines beeped. Monitors screamed. Charlie Kirk's life hung by a thread. But outside, another battle began. The search for the shooter. The hunt for a ghost in the crowd. The rally ground was chaos. Empty water bottles. Abandoned flags. Shoes lost in panic. Signs scattered like fallen leaves. Police taped the area. Yellow lines stretched across the stage. Officers combed the ground for shell casings. K-9 units sniffed the air. One casing glimmered near the stage. a rifle round, high caliber, a shot designed to kill, not scare. Detectives questioned the survivors. Eyes wide, hands shaking, voices trembling. I saw a flash on the rooftop. I swear it came from the parking lot. No, it was inside the crowd. I heard it close. Too many stories, too many angles. The truth was buried under fear. Cops replayed videos from phones. Each clip showed panic, screams, chaos, but no clear image of the shooter. The killer knew what they were doing. Within an hour, hashtags trended. Hashtag Charlie Kirk shot. Hashtag assassination attempt. Hashtag who pulled the trigger. Millions of people shared shaky footage. Some slowed the clips frame by frame. They circled shadows. They pointed at reflections in windows. They claimed to see a gun barrel. Others said it was staged. A hoax. Political trick. Conspiracies spread like wildfire. The truth became harder to see. Local police were overwhelmed. The FBI took over. Agents swarmed the rally ground. Suits, sunglasses, earpieces. They studied rooftops, measured angles, tracked bullet trajectories. The bullet casing told a story. Military grade, long range. The shooter was skilled. This wasn't random. This was a planned strike. The FBI listed possibilities. A lone wolf, political extremist, a hired professional, an inside job. But who had the motive? And who had the skill? Agents pulled the guest list. Every ticket scanned. Every face in the crowd. Background checks began. Hundreds of names. Dozens of red flags. But one name stood out. A man in a dark hoodie. Seen on 3 videos. Standing near the stage. Always looking away from the speaker. When the shots rang out, he didn't flinch. He didn't run. He walked. Calm. Silent. Gone before police locked the exits. No one knew his name. No one remembered his face. But the FBI did. They froze the image. They enhanced it. They spread it to every unit. Find this man. Inside the OR, Charlie Kirk fought for his life. The bullet had ripped through muscle. It missed the heart by an inch. But blood loss was massive. Doctors worked for hours. Nurses handed tools. Machines pumped air into his lungs. At last, a surgeon whispered, "We got it." The bullet was removed. The bleeding slowed. Charlie's pulse returned. But he was still unconscious. Still critical. Still balanced between life and death. News anchors speculated wildly. Some blamed the left. Some blamed the right. Some blamed foreign enemies. Theories became headlines. Headlines became panic. Was Charlie Kirk targeted for his politics? Professional hit or lone gunman? America under attack? The public wanted answers. But the FBI stayed silent. 2 days later, a tip came in. A gas station clerk. He remembered a man buying ammo. He remembered the hoodie. He remembered the cold eyes. Surveillance footage confirmed it. The same man from the rally. The same hood pulled low. The same calm stride. He paid in cash. No credit card. No ID. But he left one clue. The clerk noticed the car. A beat-up black sedan. With a dented bumper. And a sticker on the back window. A symbol. Obscure. Almost forgotten. But the FBI recognized it instantly. The sticker belonged to a radical group. A fringe extremist network. Small. Hidden. Deadly. They believed America was collapsing. They believed violence was the only answer. And now it seemed they had struck. The FBI followed the lead. They traced the car. They traced the plates. The name they found sent shivers through the task force. The suspect wasn't a stranger. He wasn't a ghost. He was a man with military training. A man already flagged on government watch lists. A man who once swore to defend the country, but now seemed determined to tear it apart. The manhunt had begun, and America was about to learn his name. For more chilling true crime stories, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. The name echoed in the FBI command center. Agents froze. Screens flickered. The silence was heavy. The suspect wasn't a nobody. He wasn't just a face in a hoodie. He was someone dangerous. someone trained, someone who had once worn the uniform of the United States military. Ethan Cole, 38 years old, former Army sniper, honorable discharge, but with a history of rage. His file was thick: decorated tours overseas, confirmed kills, medals for precision, but also disciplinary notes, arguments with superiors, violent outbursts, a court-martial that ended with him being sent home early. After the Army, Ethan vanished into the civilian world. No stable job, no family ties, just drifting. And angry, agents pieced together his life. After leaving the military, Ethan bounced from job to job: security guard, construction worker, private shooting instructor. But his record was troubling. He was arrested once for assault, a bar fight. Charges dropped when witnesses refused to testify. Neighbors described him as quiet, distant, unsettling. "He never looked you in the eye," one said. "He always seemed somewhere else." But the digital trail told a darker story. The FBI cyber unit dug into his accounts. Social media under fake names. Forums filled with anger. Posts about corruption. Posts about betrayal. Posts about purging the weak. One message stood out. It was written just weeks before the shooting. "Leaders talk, traitors profit, but patriots act." It was a threat, and now it looked like Ethan had acted on it. The symbol on his car confirmed the connection. It belonged to a fringe group called the Remnant. Not many had heard of them, but in law enforcement circles the name was whispered. The Remnant recruited veterans, disillusioned, angry, trained. They believed the government was rotten. They believed leaders needed to be removed. And they were growing. Surveillance cameras caught the black sedan days after the shooting. It was parked outside a rundown motel on the edge of town. Agents surrounded the building, guns drawn, vests strapped tight. Helicopters hovered above. They moved in silence, every breath tense, every step careful. They kicked the door open. The room was empty, but what they found inside was worse. Maps on the wall, red circles over cities, lines connecting highways, photos of politicians, crosshairs drawn over their faces, a rifle case under the bed, empty, but gun oil still fresh, and on the nightstand, a notebook, scrawled in shaky handwriting, anger spilling from every line. "They betrayed us. They sold us out. They deserve silence." And one final chilling phrase: "Charlie Kirk was only the beginning." When the news broke, fear spread across the country. If Ethan Cole had struck once, he could strike again. And he wasn't alone. The Remnant was out there. Politicians demanded answers. Security tightened at rallies. Armed guards surrounded public figures. America felt under siege. But the FBI knew one thing. They had to catch Ethan before he vanished again. The motel's surveillance gave them a clue. Ethan was seen leaving with a duffel bag. He walked calmly to his car, drove off without a glance. The footage showed his plates. The FBI tracked the sedan. Traffic cameras picked it up on Highway 25. He was heading south. Agents scrambled. Roadblocks were set. Air units scanned the roads. But Ethan was slippery. He knew how to disappear. The sedan was abandoned in the desert. Doors open. He's gone. Inside, agents found footprints leading into the sand. A trail heading toward the mountains. "He's on foot," an agent muttered. The chase moved into the wilderness. Heat bore down. The sun scorched the earth. But Ethan kept moving. He had rations. He had water. He had training. The desert was his ally. Days passed. Helicopters scanned the land. Drones flew overhead. But Ethan vanished like smoke. Locals reported strange sightings. A man seen near a gas station at night. A shadow slipping through abandoned barns. Cans of food missing from stores. Always one step ahead. Always unseen. The FBI grew frustrated. Every lead died in the dust. But then, a mistake. A call came through from a payphone. Old, rusted, barely working. The voice was low, shaking. "He's here," the caller said. "He's close. And he's planning something worse. The line went dead, but the location was traced. A tiny town on the edge of the desert. And in that town was a church known to shelter radicals. A church whispered to be connected to the remnant. The FBI surrounded the church. Lights cut through the night. Agents whispered into radios. Snipers perched on rooftops. Inside, shadows moved. Voices chanted. And in the middle of it all, a man with a hood pulled low, a rifle slung across his shoulder. The door creaked open, and the world held its breath. The desert night was silent. Too silent. The FBI formed a perimeter. Engines off. Guns ready. Eyes fixed on the church. Inside, shadows moved. Candles flickered against stained glass. The sound of chanting leaked through the walls. The remnant was inside, and Ethan Cole was with them. It wasn't much. Old wood. A cracked bell tower. Dust covering the steps. But to the remnant it was a sanctuary. A place where they whispered about collapse. A place where they promised vengeance. Now it was their fortress. An FBI negotiator raised a megaphone. Ethan Cole, this is the FBI. Come out with your hands up. No one has to get hurt. The chanting grew louder. No one came out. Then, a voice. Calm, confident, chilling. You've already lost. It was Ethan. Through night vision scopes, agents saw them. Dozens of figures. Men, women, even a few teenagers. All armed, all waiting. Some clutched rifles. Others clutched Bibles. Every face was hardened. Every eye filled with fire. This wasn't just Ethan anymore. This was a movement. The FBI debated. Do we go in? Too risky. They've got hostages? We don't know yet. Every minute felt like an hour. Every second, the danger grew. The negotiator tried again. Ethan, listen to me. There's no way out. Put down your weapons. But Ethan only laughed. A laugh that echoed off the church walls. You don't understand, he said. This isn't about me. It's about all of us. Then Ethan spoke words that froze every agent in place. We've planted something. You move in, cities will burn. Do you understand me? Cities will burn. The command center erupted. Bomb threats, terror plots, coordinated strikes. Was it a bluff or real? No one knew, but the risk was too high. Back at headquarters, analysts dug through Ethan's notebook. Maps, symbols, numbers. One page matched. A date, time. And that time was only hours away. The remnant wasn't bluffing. Something big was planned. Some agents demanded immediate action. Storm the church now. Take them down before they move. Others argued caution. If he's telling the truth, we can't risk detonations. We need more intel. The room was split. Lives hung in the balance. And Ethan knew it. He thrived on the hesitation. Every second, his confidence grew. High above, a drone circled. Infrared scanned the church. Heat signatures glowed inside. But one glow was different. Metallic. Mechanical. It wasn't a gun. It wasn't a person. It was a device. Box-shaped. Wired. Set on the altar. Explosives. The negotiator tried again. Ethan, we see the device. Don't do this. It's over. But Ethan's voice was cold. It only begins when I say it does. Not you. Not them. Me. He was in control. And he knew it. Inside the church, not everyone agreed. Through microphones, the FBI heard arguments. This is suicide, one man shouted. We can't all die for this. But Ethan silenced him. You swore loyalty. No backing down now. Fear trembled in the voices. But no one left. They were trapped in his spell. At 2:13 a.m., the FBI made a decision. They would act. But quietly, a small strike team crawled through the desert. Silent as shadows, they reached the back of the church. Cutting tools in hand, they slipped inside through a broken window. Every step careful, every breath controlled. Guns raised, lasers off, ready to strike. Then, a sound. A creak of wood, a flicker of light. The strike team froze, and standing there in the hallway was Ethan. Hood down, eyes locked, rifle in his hands. "You think I didn't plan for this?" he whispered. And then the shooting began. Bullets tore through the church. Glass shattered. Wood splintered. Candles toppled. Agents fired back. Shadows fell. Smoke filled the air. Screams echoed. The remnant fought like soldiers, every one of them ready to die. But Ethan didn't stay. He slipped through the chaos, vanished into the back halls. The FBI had walked into a trap. By the time agents reached the altar, Ethan was gone. The device was still there. The wires glowed. The timer ticked down. 30 seconds. 29. 28. Agents screamed into radios. "Bomb squad! Now!" But Ethan was already outside, disappearing into the night. While the FBI stared at the countdown, the screen on the device flashed. The beeping grew faster. 10, 9, 8. Was it real, or was it another trick? There was no time to decide. The FBI braced. The desert held its breath. And Ethan Cole was free again. The clock ticked down. 7, 6, 5. Agents screamed. Bomb techs rushed forward, hands shaking, sweat dripping. 4, 3, 2. "Cut it!" someone yelled. Scissors sliced the wire. Silence. The timer froze at 1 second. No explosion, no fire, just silence. The bomb squad examined it. Fake. A decoy. It had no charge. No explosives. Just wires and a timer. The FBI had been played. Ethan Cole was gone. And worse, they had no idea where he was heading. Morning came. The church was cleared. The remnant members still alive were handcuffed and dragged into vans. Some screamed. Some cried. Some stayed silent, eyes full of rage. But none spoke about Ethan. None betrayed him. His shadow lingered over them all. The FBI had bodies in custody. But the man they wanted most had vanished again. The news exploded. Footage of the standoff filled every screen. Headlines screamed doom. Church standoff ends in gunfire. Ethan Cole escapes FBI raid. America's most wanted still at large. Talk shows argued. Was Ethan a lone madman? Or the face of something larger? Some called him a terrorist. Others whispered the word martyr. The divide grew deeper. The fear spread wider. Meanwhile, Charlie Kirk still lay unconscious. Machines kept him alive. Doctors monitored every breath. His family waited by his side. His supporters prayed. His enemies stayed silent. Would he wake? Would he speak? Or would his silence leave the nation searching for answers forever? 3 days later, a new lead surfaced. A gas station camera. Grainy, flickering. It showed Ethan. Hood up, bag slung over his shoulder. Buying food, paying cash. Walking away calm, but one frame gave him away. The bag opened slightly. Inside was metal, a weapon, and something else. Blueprints. The FBI enhanced the frame. The blueprints were for a stadium. Massive. Crowds of thousands. And circled in red, the date of an upcoming rally. Just days away. Ethan wasn't finished. He was escalating. Every agent was mobilized. Every resource deployed. Satellites scanned highways. Drones circled deserts. Undercover teams flooded bus stations and airports. Ethan had to be stopped. If not, the next attack would make the first look like nothing. Then, another call. A whisper. A trembling voice. "He's here. I saw him. At the rail yard." The line went dead. The FBI moved instantly. Convoys roared through the night. Helicopters cut across the sky. They descended on the rail yard. The rail yard was empty. Rusting cars. Creaking metal. Wind howling through broken glass. Then, a shadow moved. "Contact!" An agent shouted. Gunfire erupted. Flashes lit the night. Ethan moved like a ghost. Rolling. Firing. Vanishing into cover. Agents ducked. Bullets sparked against steel. The chase was on. At last, they cornered him. Pinned against a freight car. Nowhere left to run. "Drop the weapon. Hands up, Ethan." But Ethan didn't surrender. His eyes were cold. His grip tight on the rifle. "You don't get it," he growled. "You can kill me, but you can't kill the fire." He raised the gun, and the FBI opened fire. The shots echoed. The rifle clattered to the ground. Ethan collapsed, blood pooling in the dirt. Agents rushed in, guns still raised. He was alive, barely. They pressed on his wounds, called for medics, but Ethan only smiled. Faint, chilling smile. "You're too late," he whispered. And then, silence. Back at headquarters, agents tore through his bag. Inside were more maps, more blueprints, more names. Ethan hadn't been lying. The remnant wasn't finished. There were others, waiting, planning. The battle was far from over. In the hospital, Charlie Kirk finally stirred. Eyes opening, breath steadying. The nation watched as the news broke. He had survived. But the shadow of Ethan Cole and the remnant lingered. America had been shaken, trust fractured, fear planted deep, and somewhere out there, in silence and secrecy, others prepared to strike again. The desert graveyard of one man's rage had grown into something larger, something darker, something that would not die with Ethan Cole. The screen fades to black. The story ends, but the mystery remains. For more chilling true crime stories, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.